3 women that I have talked with in the last 2 years, like probably, I don't know, 70. I haven't seen that. I haven't been, like, talked to that many women in the last few years, but it's the majority of them have said that they've been raped. I'm like, what the fuck, guys?
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing? Raping women? Like, get it together. Like, I get it. Like, you're a young college kid and you're drunk and horny. Like, fucking jerk off.
Yeah, that doesn't make it's not an excuse.
I was so pissed off. I just talked to somebody last week and she told me, and you have to understand the effects that has on people. It's fucked up.
That changes them forever.
It does.
They'll never be the same.
It does. And I'm like, after I heard that, the first girl who told me like 2 years ago, I was like, wow, like that really sucks. And then it was like a short while after that, somebody else told me. And then a short while after that, somebody else. I'm like, what is going on? And like, how often is this happening to women everywhere?
Yeah, it's way more common than people think. I think the big misconception among men is that rape is like a violent thing. Well, it is violent, but it's not. Rape isn't just like, oh, a guy saw a girl in an alley, he pinned her down and raped her. Like, no, it can happen between couples. Like, it could be because if you're both drunk and you both don't say let's have sex, that's not consent. If you're both drunk and the girl doesn't say, hey, let's have sex, that's not consent. It should be as clear as that. But like, I think yeah, I don't know. It's crazy. Like, I don't know how it's not very obvious to people that like what they're doing is wrong.
Yeah.
Or like how the situations come about that can happen. But yeah, it's so much more common than is talked about.
Yeah. It's something that, like, from a male's perspective, I've had a pretty reasonably low sex drive compared to like a lot of other dudes that I know who would have sex with like anybody. And
I don't get that.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, I don't understand, but if that's your thing, then that's your thing. But they're just horny all the time. And so I don't have any empathy for that. I have no idea what it's like to want to have sex every day all the time. Like, that's just not how I'm wired.
I would be miserable.
It sounds miserable. I get it, but still, like, keep your dick in your pants.
Yeah.
Like,
Again, not an excuse. The worst saying in the world is boys will be boys.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's not an excuse. How about boys will be held responsible for their actions?
Yeah.
Like, being horny all the time isn't an excuse to just, like, have sex with anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just not. Like, that's not how that's meant to happen. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what the real solution is, but I know that not saying anything about it sure doesn't help anything. So that's why I was like, I'm pretty like, it's got to be worth at least freaking saying something.
Even if it's just between two people and like you don't post it or just talking about it helps. Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. Ugh.
I remember my first girlfriend said that she got raped, and I just like, I'm like not fighter in the sense of I'm just like want to fight somebody to just mess them up. Like, I'll defend myself and who I'm with, but I just wanted to like destroy this dude. I was like a teenager though, but I just like I'm like,
still want to.
What the? I just didn't know what to do with those emotions, but I knew everything in me was like, fuck that guy up.
Yeah. That's yeah. I think that's the only time I would go out of my way to beat someone up or to fight somebody is if I found out that they raped someone. Like, oh, okay, well, let's go kill this person.
Well, you're a piece of shit. So.
Yeah, because it's not like there's no excuse.
Yeah,
there just isn't one. I don't care if you were drunk. I don't care if you were on drugs. I don't care what the situation was. Your brain should not have let you do that, no matter what you were on.
Yeah. Yeah, it sucks. Like, there's maybe some of it has to do with upbringing, like not being taught any of that, but still.
It's an instinctual thing.
You should know.
Like,
right?
like, yeah, you might ponder the idea more depending on how you were raised, but instinctually, you should know that's incorrect.
Yeah, you feel it.
You know it's wrong in your gut.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, it's like that with anything. Like, if you deny that once, it's going to become something that's easier and easier to do. So I'm like, just, I don't get it. Like, you knew it was wrong when you did it.
Yeah.
How can you fight? My grandma used to watch like Judge Judy and like all these different law shows and stuff, and there would be stuff where like men were like trying to defend themselves on why they raped this person, and I was or like they would claim that they didn't rape them, but it was very clear that they did, and they're like, well, I was on drugs and we were drunk, but we were dating. And I'm like, how are you even trying to defend it? Because they know in their gut and in their heart that it was still wrong.
Yeah.
They just don't want to get in trouble. They don't want the consequences of what they did.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, you ruined that person's life. Like, you altered them as a human.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, it's black and white.